You wouldn't plan a trip without knowing when your train leaves, so why go into a contract without considering the risk? Effective contract risk management provides organizations with not only valuable business protection, but also the potential for meaningful growth. A healthy relationship with risk starts by understanding the risk management lifecycle. In this video, let's dive into the 5 stages of the contract risk lifecycle, exploring the types of risk management frameworks, strategies, and the essence of a risk management plan. Stage 1. Identifying risks. Different types of risks require different approaches. Broadly, risk can be categorized into strategic, operational, financial, or hazard risks. Strategic risks. These are associated with the changes in the business environment, market dynamics, or in the organization's strategic direction. For instance, the emergence of a new competitor or technological innovation might disrupt the company's market position. Operational risks. These risks arise from the organization's day-to-day business activities. They could involve the failure of critical processes, systems, or resources, human errors, or breaches of internal controls. Financial risks. Financial risks revolve around the economic landscape and the organization's financial operations. They could involve changes in market prices, interest rates, credit quality, and currency exchange rates. In fact, according to World CC, poor contract management continues to cost companies 9% of their bottom line. Hazard risks. These include risks from natural disasters, accidents, or other tangible events that can cause significant damage to the organization's assets. The next stage in the risk management lifecycle is understanding the identified risk. This step involves risk assessment, an evaluation of the likelihood and impact of each risk. The objective is to discern the potential consequence of a risk event and how likely that is to happen. This insight is critical for prioritizing risks and deciding which ones require immediate attention. Once risks are understood, the process moves to managing risks. This stage involves formulating risk management strategies to handle the identified and understood risks, such as risk avoidance. This strategy involves completely avoiding the risk by not engaging in activities that give rise to it. This is applicable when the potential impact of the risk is devastating and the cost of managing it is high. Risk transfer. This strategy involves shifting the risk to a third party, typically through insurance or contracts. It's applicable when the risk impact is high, but its occurrence is less probable. Risk mitigation. This involves steps to reduce the impact or likelihood of the risk. And risk acceptance. In some instances, the cost of managing a risk might outweigh the potential harm. In such cases, organizations may choose to accept the risk and devise a contingency plan should the risk event occur. Risk management is an ongoing process. Regularly monitoring risks helps ensure that the risk environment is well understood, the identified risks are being effectively managed, and changes in the risk are promptly identified and addressed. Risk monitoring also involves regularly auditing the efficacy of the risk response plan and making necessary adjustments as the risk environment evolves. The final critical stage in the risk management lifecycle involves an in-depth study of identified risks using qualitative and quantitative methods. A quantitative risk analysis includes using numerical or statistical methods to estimate the likelihood and impact of risks, while the qualitative risk analysis involves categorizing and prioritizing risks based on their perceived impact and likelihood, often using rating scales, which helps in understanding the severity of risks and aids in decision-making for risk response. In today's ever-changing business landscape, understanding the risk management lifecycle and its stages is more critical than ever. By effectively identifying, understanding, managing, monitoring, and analyzing risks, organizations can safeguard their operations and strive towards their objectives in a well-calculated and risk-aware manner. One risk management solution on the market affords business professionals with state-of-the-art features for a future-minded process, such as easy-to-configure risk analysis definitions, continuous machine learning scheduling, risk analysis warnings and on-screen alerts, risk analysis data fitness testing, proactive risk mitigation recommendations, a visually engaging risk assessment matrix. That solution is CobbleStone Contract Insight, contract management software. To stay up to date with CLM news and resources, consider subscribing. If anything here has piqued your interest, feel free to sign up for one of our free demos.